Hello, Sagittarian friends. For those of you who've been here before, welcome back. And for those of you who it's your first time here, welcome. I'm Denise. This is Surrender to the Flow Tarot, and I will be doing a mid-monthly general reading for March for the collective of Sagittarius. Any of the 11 placements, they will all work. The way that I do mid-monthly readings is they are broken into decans. I will do a full reading for each decan. Every astrological sign is divided into 3 parts called decans. It's how you can know 3 different Sagittarians, and they're all very different, but they're all Sagittarius, right? So I will pull cards for each decan, and I will do full readings. I will have in the description box below, I will have timestamps and the dates so that you can just click on your own decan and watch that. I recommend watching all of them. There's always overlap in every single reading because it's a Sagittarian reading, you know what I mean? So it's just different aspects of one centralized truth. I recommend, if you're not going to watch all of them, to watch from right now until I have pulled the initial cards, and I'll talk about what's on the split and what's on the bottom. That way you will know what the decans are, what the cards are for the decans, and which decans may resonate with you. Woo! All right, it's one of those days. Hint, anytime I have my rose quartz on, there's something going on. So there's a lot of energy happening here. Okay. So the question I'm asking is, where do you need to put your awareness for the remainder of the month? And we're going to start out with the Sacred Creators Oracle. What? And then we'll clarify with tarot and or oracle cards. That is all determined during the reading. Okay. The decans for Sagittarius, our first decan is November 22nd to December 1st. Second is December 2nd to the 11th. And third is December 12th to the 21st. I will say them again, so do not worry, okay? All right, so I'm going to get started. I'm going to pull the initial cards for each decan, all right? Starting with Decan 1. What do the folks who resonate with Decan 1 need to put their awareness on? You are light. Decan 2, flying out, limitations inspire innovations. And Decan 3, the edge of evolution feels messy. Right? That makes sense. 2, lead your metamorphosis and follow through. Okay. Feed your artist is on the split, and inflow with money is on the bottom. Okay, so this is talking about mindsets, the way there's a shift in perspective needed and a shift in behavior. The inflow with money is, are you creating a space for abundance to happen? Go back and look at how you're manifesting. Look at how you spend your money now, right? You can't get abundance if you don't show that you can hold on to it. Make sense, right? Okay, so it looks like there's some challenges for sure happening with you guys right now. And you maybe need just a little bit of reminders of your true essence, and maybe just some help along the way with how to get through, how to shift seeing what is happening to you. Gosh, I'm having a difficult time just getting words out of my mouth. Let me move this thing. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to start. Let's do Feed Your Artist. We'll do the split, and then I'll start with Decan 1. But let's do this one. The pages are sticking together, and I ripped this book apart in the monthly readings. Okay, essential meanings for Feed Your Artist. Passionate maker, creative play, supporting yourself with your passion. time to experiment, ability to be free from rules, nourishing your artistic soul, creating an inspired future, ability to inspire others. You are in flow with the universe. Self-care message, self-judgment, harsh expectations, overscheduling tasks, not valuing your talent and your craft, a need for downtime, a hunger for soul food, a need to reconnect to your creative joy. There's a money myth out there. Interesting, because you got the inflow with money. That healers are broke-ass hippies and that creatives are starving artists, and it doesn't have to be this way. It actually isn't this way at all. There are healers, creatives, and artists everywhere who are building abundant, prosperous lives with their craft. You too can use your passions and your creativity to fill your world with joy and abundance. Allow them to support and guide you on your journey and diligently feed your inner artist, trusting that it is a productive pursuit. Your art may be a shot of daily yoga with a side of delightful conversation, or maybe it's expressive dance that clears your stress. Whatever it is, allow playful art to seep into your life, the real, unpolished, uncontrived play that floats your soul. Do more of that. Indulge your inner creator by diving into something you've been inspired to try with no judgment and with no expectation except the expectation to experiment. Ooh, I just got this thought of you guys are ripe right now, ripe for creative birthing and rebirthing. Your self-expression will nourish the miraculous light you've got inside, and incredibly serendipitous opportunities will surface when you are out in the world enjoying your life as art. Okay, here are questions for you, and they are really beneficial to answer. So, how often do you schedule in time for creative play? And how spontaneous are you about diving into something that looks like it will be fun? Are you leaving time for experimentation? How harshly do you judge your initial attempts? What type of artist are you? What is your life as art? I'm going to read the inflow with money one too. I'm going to skim over it, because that one I already know that card. Okay, being in flow with the universe, being on track, abundance thinking, manifesting mindset, and the self-care is scarcity thinking, entertaining a poverty mindset, seeing money as dirty or evil or the ultimate goal, believing that you're not worthy of being wealthy. Okay, let me see. Your subconscious beliefs around prosperity and what it means to find success will hinder or help your ability to rake in material abundance. Are you aligned with the sacred flow of money? Do you give and receive money easily? Can good people be rich? Do you believe that money is the root of the problem or the end-all be-all? Step into the flow by actively seeking positive feelings around wealth, remembering that your money mindset is very often a reflection of your own self-worth. Whoa, I'm having a really hard time getting words out. Align your beliefs around how your energy should be bountifully compensated, and your bank account will in turn align with this model of reality. If that feels uncomfortable, it's time to dig into why, and to engage in some energetically rich abundance thinking so that you can get yourself into the flow of prosperity. This will bolster a sustainable environment for your creations and allow you to work and thrive as the best version of you. So here's the questions. Money is not the root of your problem. It never is. How does this statement make you feel? If you could rewrite your money story, what would it be? Okay. Well, I'm so interested in knowing if you want to share what you're about to create, or what your dream desire to make, and what your hustle is, right? Okay, we're going to get started on Decan 1, which, let me write that down. Okay, Decan 1 is November 22nd to December 1st. Remember, you don't need to be in the Decan to resonate. It is a Sagittarius reading overall, so it's going to probably, all of it will resonate, but one or two, or maybe all three will resonate more. You are light. You are light. The light that vibrates from the core of your being. Light worker love, pure energy. Okay. The self-care message is about opaquing your light so that other people are comfortable being around you. softening and dampening your light, hiding your power, not wanting to be seen, fear of judgment causing you to hide yourself. At the core of your cells and your atoms, you are tiny strings of vibrating light energy. This light interacts with other lights around it and emanates a signature that is only yours. Your unique vibrational energy is needed in the world. You are needed. You will be the beam of light who casts luminous hope into the shadows. You will be the counterpoint, a flickering of inspiration when things get difficult. It's time to nurture and protect that light as you devote your life to something bigger than yourself. Work your soul's directive in any way that you can. Offer kindness to strangers on the street. Radiate love, healing, and compassion from wherever you are. Bring your fierce mission to serve into a role or position that doesn't call for servitude. Show us how to do it with more love. Trust that your light will be accepted even by those that don't understand it, because through shiny eyes and a warm smile, you can bring your soul to work and light up a room with your presence. You never know the effect that you have. Even just like what a smile can do for someone. You know what I'm saying? It's not talking about being fake. It's talking about if you naturally feel this way and you like abundant with love, right? With joy, with love for all, are you squashing it? What ways are you not letting it fully come out and show up as that? You know what I mean? Here's the questions. What lights you up? What makes your soul float? What feeling lies in the center of your soul's calling? How do you know you're a light worker? If you didn't know you're a light worker, you're a light worker. So you might want to Google that. Yes, okay. In what ways are you sharing your gifts with the world? In what ways are you opaquing your light? Does your ego hold on to any fears of being seen or judged, or of being too big, too awe-inspiring, too self-centered, or too successful? How can you shine your light anyway? So of course we're going to ask, how can Sagittarians resonating with Decan 1 shine their light in a way that honors them and their highest vibrational good? Sound good? And we're going to use the Lightseers. Did I say the dates? November 22nd to December 1st? It's November 22nd to December 1st for Decan 1. Okay. Okay. I knew it. The Queen of Pentacles. In the reverse, though. So let's see. Why is she in the reverse? The Ace of Cups. Okay. The King of Swords. The Knight of Swords. The Five of Cups. It's about standing in your truth. Acting in truth and integrity. Considering holding yourself as sacred. Paying attention to what your motivations are underneath. Like there's a heaviness of disappointment and sadness where your heart is still attached to something that happened and you're carrying it with you and it's getting you down and it's keeping you down. The Five of Cups is a card of self-medication. You feel me? And that came up. And it's about taking a look at those things and cutting out, standing in your truth, being your truth, and cutting out whatever doesn't align with your highest vibrational good. Why is this Queen of Pentacles? The Hermit and the Seven of Wands. Okay. The Two of Wands on the split and the Wheel on the bottom. Okay. You are definitely in a transitional period, and it looks like you are needing to make that choice to either, you're right here. You have to make the choice to either stay in your comfort zone, which will keep you where you are, or lower, because if you're not at your peak, you're going to keep getting challenged, right? The universe is going to throw you things to move you out of your comfort zone, right? The wheel is trying to spin. There's destiny trying to happen, but you're it's slowed down because of your old ways of thinking and behaviors. Maybe you're drinking, maybe you drink. I don't know what it could be, but it could be obsessive thinking. It could be self-deprecating. You know what I'm saying? It could be low self-esteem. It could be literally anything you use, any behavior you use that keeps you stuck instead of letting you soar. You've definitely felt like it was a struggle to be seen. And it looks like for sure there is some kind of going inward to be reflective and introspective in a way that honors your solitude, not in isolation. You may have to separate yourself definitely from people or things or events or whatever, but it's not to isolate. It's to regain grounding. Like it's to build up your Queen of Pentacles. Whatever gender you are, it doesn't matter. Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn, by the way. It might not be important. It might. Hermit is Virgo, also might not be important, but also might. Doesn't matter either way, and gender doesn't matter in tarot. So the Queen of Pentacles is is understanding and having reverence for resources. Understanding that you yourself are a resource, that you create energy, and that is power and source, and that's inside of you. Understanding that the universe is source is energy and a resource, and taking those together, alchemizing them together, and making things in the real 3D world. Geez, I'm like hot, cold, sorry. How are we gonna do this? I don't know. Okay. Yes, it is about Queen of Pentacles is taking care of you. It's self-care. It's getting you to a place where you are confident in yourself. You're full of grace and elegance. There's a softness to you, but also a strength to you. You know, nobody would fuck with you. You feel me? It's not soft in that way. It's kindness. It's caring. It's inclusivity. It is being proud of your home and your environment, and making sure you're building and contributing to a really peaceful, beautiful, whatever that is for you, environment, inside and outside. You know what I'm saying? And the way for you to do that is to right now take some time, reflective time, introspective time. Look at the ways that you feel like you've had to fight to be heard and seen, and see what you've contributed to those, and what behaviors, how you can respond instead of react when other people are projecting onto you and not seeing you. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, Decan 1. Now we're gonna go to Decan 2. So you really, for Decan 1, you want to be aware of when you're doubting yourself, of when you're not shining your light bright, of when you're not in service to yourself and to your highest purpose, which I feel strongly that you already know what that is. Okay. Decan 2, which is December 2nd to the 11th. I have hair in my mouth. I'm a disaster over here, people. Okay, limitations inspire innovations. 52, which is 7, which is your soul number, like divine. This is divinely guided. Okay. The essential meanings for this card are possibility, a bridge between worlds, innovative ways of thinking, creative solutions arising because of the limited working materials, like being MacGyver, higher consciousness, like the magician almost. Self-care, believing that your limitations are permanent. Settling for less, assuming limitations mean failure. Which one of the 3 words on this card grabbed most of your attention? Did you get excited about the idea of being inspired, or about the amazing opportunity you have to create something totally innovative? Or did you immediately get sucked into the word limitation with a twinge of disappointment? This is an extremely positive card despite any appearances. When we have the self-awareness to sense our current limitations, we can clearly see the opportunities for improvement and progress. Yeah, that's what the Hermit is from Decan 1. Going in, building up your energetic reserve and getting your footing so that you are solid in who you are and you have clearer vision. You know what I mean? It's not clouded by anything. Adopt a mindset of self-mastery and see the hurdles for what they are. Self-imposed limitations, lessons in disguise, amazing opportunities for self-discovery and growth, and limiting beliefs that beg to be released. It's so true. Finding the freedom in the truth, even if it's a negative, painful truth. There's always a freedom in there somewhere. This limitation is not permanent. It is indeed changing rapidly, and you will transcend this barrier to your success. Allow your current limitations to motivate your growth. Okay, brainstorm with the universe in a limited way. Pick a word, the first word that comes to mind. If you want to be sure that serendipity is stepping up to the plate, grab a book, open to a random page, and point to any word. That's your word. I'm going to do that right now, even though I'm not. Well, I do have Sagittarius. According. According. Okay. Weird, but whatever. Okay, I don't know how to make that into something. I would have to think about it, but trust that the universe gave you the right word. Then ask, how can I connect my current situation with this seemingly random idea? What would a truly creative solution look like if I incorporated according here, or whatever your word is? Interesting. So yeah, this makes sense. And I'm looking at Decan 3 with the lead your metamorphosis and follow through. That there's a pausing happening for you. And it feels like it's because you feel kind of powerless and hopeless a little bit in whatever situation you're in. It must be something that has been around for a very long time, you know? Maybe you feel like you can't get out from underneath it. But you can. Okay? Okay, let's see what we're going to ask. We're going to use the Marielle. For someone to ask, what are the limitations? How are the limitations manifesting right now? Is that important? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that, and then we'll go from there. The Eight of Cups. That is, you're staying somewhere that's not emotionally fulfilling for you. You're staying in an experience, in an environment, in a partnership, in a way of thinking that your heart, it's so hard. Your heart is bound. It feels bound, and it feels so difficult to walk away from it because you have some kind of attachment and expectation still, or disappointment, which is an attachment. You know what I mean? That's how your limitation is showing up. You not taking action. Queen of Swords on the split and the Fool. Standing, so Queen of Swords is Libra. Doesn't have to be. It could be any air sign, but doesn't have to be any of them. And the Fool is Aries. Also doesn't have to be. Okay. It's about allowing yourself to see the truth, be the truth, and move forward in the truth. You can do this. You can do this, Sagittarius. Okay, so what can Sagittarians who are resonating with Decan 2 do to uplift their limitations, to, what's the word? Resolve. don't know what the right word is. To lift them, to lift the limitations. What are the, ooh, the Seven of Pentacles. That's beautiful. That is, take this time to reassess. Take a step back and look at objectively the path you've been on, the work you've been contributing, what's been going on, what's working, what doesn't, what do you keep, what do you bring in? You know what I mean? What do you create? It's a reassessment time. The Knight of Pentacles and the Hangman. Yep. It's going to require you to be slow and steady, which is going to be a little bit challenging for Sagittarius, right? Very slow and steady and rooted and stable and honest with yourself, and dependable is coming, responsible, right? And a different perspective. I forgot which card was on the bottom, the Hangman. And that is going to require shifting your perspective, getting some information from outside of you and taking it in that reassessment period and transmuting it to work for you. You feel me? Okay. Decan 3. Which is December 12th to the 21st. And we're going to do lead your metamorphosis and follow through, which makes so much sense that you're going through. It's like the stages. Do you see what I mean? Like each decan is like a different stage in the journey, all to one centralized truth, which is your metamorphosis and you being your fullest, highest vibrational self, and you being actively that. What's the word I'm looking for? You're going to become a beacon of whatever, light, but whatever. You're a beacon of light. You are light, and you're going to become a beacon of whatever the way is that you manifest that light, that you share it. It could be music. It could be cooking. It could be carpentry. It could be anything. It could be working with children. It could be literally anything. You know what I mean? But whatever it is, it's something that comes from you. It has your unique signature, right? Your unique voice on it, but it's for the greater good. Like these tarot readings, you know what I mean? It could be that. It could be anything. Okay, lead your metamorphosis and follow through. $53, which is lead your metamorphosis, which is 8, which is self-mastery, and 23, which is 5, which is obstacles. So, okay. Oh, so we have them in a row. 52 is Decan 2, and 53 is Decan 3. Cool, cool. That's cool. And 56 is Decan 1, so they're all kind of in the same realm. Essential meanings: freedom, transformation, and evolution. On the edge of something miraculous. The relationship between inner and outer beauty, trust, cycles of death and rebirth, a massive breakthrough. Self-care, hiding, staying small, staying where you feel comfortable. That's the Two of Wands, staying small and where you feel comfortable in your comfort zone, or choosing to expand yourself. Metamorphosis, change. Yep, it's that time again. And this change is going to be transformational. It's time to leave the dark cocoon behind, to break out of your shell and to show off those gorgeous wings you've been readying. Many times in life, we choose to stay small. We choose the comfort of the warm cocoon over the freedom of something spectacular. We choose what we know over what we don't. And this cozy illusion of safety can lull us gently to sleep. Don't settle, Sagittarians. You are not meant to settle. You're Sagittarians. You are meant to be constantly motivated by creative, passionate force. Like, come on, okay? No settling for you, bitches. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay. Have you noticed that you've chosen the comfort of the old and reliable more than once, even though you long for something new and exciting? Choose the emerging you. You have to make the choice, and then you have to do the action, right? Choose the emerging you over the humdrum and expected today, and lead your metamorphosis with your inner beauty. You are, in every sense, sitting in your own control tower. You can plot your flight through life, and you get to decide how far you go and how great you become. This complete transformation is required in order to flourish, manifest, and attract the new things you are seeking. Are you ready to test those wings, Sagittarians? This card's butterfly graphic has a scarab beetle in it. Do you see it? In ancient Egypt, the scarab was a symbol of rebirth, renewal, and spontaneous creation. What transformation is waiting to happen within? Who are you becoming today? What breakthrough is on the horizon? After a period of cocooning, how will you emerge? We're going to read follow through, and then we're going to clarify for both of them, okay? An unfinished idea that needs finishing. Allowing yourself to say it's done. Following through and nurturing your relationships. Self-care. A need to tie up loose ends. Leaving your energy scattered in unfinished business. Not doing what you said you were going to do. I feel a lot of anxiety. It just came. Anxiety is created in our brains, right? It's because when we think of something, you pick up on the energy, right? And so dissonance makes you feel not good and you get anxious about it, right? Or not. Was your big, beautiful masterpiece left unfinished? A book or a symphony, something you began but didn't fully birth? Right now is the perfect time to revisit an old dream that was always meant to happen. It's a perfect time to follow through with people, projects, promises, ideas. Tying up loose ends will allow you to interact with integrity and will keep all your energetic resources intact. When you set out to start something new, you place a bit of your energetic self, time, money, energy, intentions, into the hopes of that new beginning. Leaving a project floating or unfinished can niggle away at the back of your mind long after the idea has been forgotten. That nagging voice that says you didn't do what you said you were going to do can drain you energetically, and that guilt can even become a sense of diminished self-worth or lack of accomplishment. If your heart knows it's not meant to happen, it's time to officially close the energetic ties that bind. What do you need to finish? What needs closure? It's time to reclaim all of those energy strings so you can use them to weave your brightest future. Here are your questions. What unfinished business could you close off that would make you feel buoyant? Are you following through and following up with your relationships and your connections? Are you better at starting or finishing things? How can you use this knowledge to plan your steps effectively? That's a good one. Okay. We're going to use Major Arcana, White Witch Tarot, and we're going to ask, and I'm going to put these together, what energy you can most embody to become your metamorphosis, to let your metamorphosis happen, and for you to have the what blah 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 blah. Sorry, hold on. It's the same energy, I know that. So I'm just trying to figure it out, but how to say it right. Because it definitely makes a difference the way you ask the questions to the universe. Okay. And I'm a Libra in 5 placements, so I really need to make sure it's right. Okay. Okay. What energy can you most embody that will help you achieve your metamorphosis and achieve the follow through that you've currently not been achieving? Okay. Do you want to guess what it is? It's the Tower in reverse. It's not catastrophizing conflict, setbacks. Areas that you've failed or you consider yourself as failed or slacking. It's not catastrophizing it. It's letting the consequences happen, taking responsibility and accountability for them, learning the lessons, and moving on. The World, letting things close off, and the Empress, which is Libra or Taurus. Doesn't need to be either one, but it's you standing in your power. Doesn't matter what gender you are either. Of knowing that you are a master creatrix. The Empress is all four queens. The Emperor is all four kings, right? This is you, confident, competent, passionate, compassionate, constantly in a state of creation, vibrant, success. You are destined for success, Sagittarians. I would love to know in the comments what you're working on, but don't worry, you don't need to tell me, but it would be nice if you did, but don't worry, no pressure either way. Okay, we're going to pull one last card for y'all from the Chakra Love deck for one last, word of advice from the universe for y'all. Security, root chakra, and chakra balancing, all of them. Okay, hold on. Jeez, fertility. Yeah, Empress, or maybe for some of you it is having children or something, like starting a family. Sacral chakra. Okay, I'm like, what's actually going to come out? Heart chakra. Green ocean jasper. Connection. Father divine and Mother Earth make love in your heart. The Queen of Pentacles is the minor arcana Empress. Okay, so look up on YouTube heart chakra openings. Get some green ocean jasper if you can, or just print a picture of it, or wear green, put green in your line of sight. Do some work with some meditations on opening your heart chakra. And I'm hearing environment is important. Environment is crucial for some of you. The environment, when you go into your hermit mode, the environment you're in is really important. If you didn't watch Decan 1, go back and watch Decan 1. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. I hope that this was helpful, and thank you for coming and sharing your energy with me, and thank you for coming and holding space for me so that I could attempt to translate and relay the messages coming through for you. I know I had a difficult time literally forming words and getting them out, so thank you for sitting with me through that. I will see y'all in 2 weeks at your April monthly reading. Till then, be well. Bye, Sagittarians.